The bailiff barely finished the call to rise when the judge lifted Karen's glossy binder like it was a suspicious takeout menu and asked, "Counsel, why are you suing a man who, per your own exhibit, doesn't even live in your subdivision?" The courtroom froze. The neighbors, who'd taken the morning off just to see this, snickered as one by one they nudged each other. I took a slow sip from my coffee mug. It read, "Not your member." Karen's face went from power suit confident to panicked parent-teacher conference in under 5 seconds. She whispered furiously to her lawyer like someone frantically Googling how to HOA mid-trial. If you love powerful stories, you don't want to miss this. But before we continue, tell us where you are watching from. It makes us happy to see how far our stories travel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Evan Drake, a technical writer with a ranch house just outside Maple Creek Meadows HOA's reach. I did my homework. Plat lines, county records, deeds. I checked them all. I wanted privacy, quiet, and the right to paint my own front door without a committee breathing down my neck. Then came Karen. Helmet hair that defied physics, a pearl whistle dangling like a power talisman, and the vibe of a substitute teacher who lives for detention slips. She started sending me letters, taping notices with glitter stickers, measuring my mailbox, and calling me a freeloader at the community pool. Little did she know, every move she made would come back like a boomerang, and the court was about to watch the full replay. Karen's letters kept arriving like cursed holiday cards. Annual dues, late fees, special assessments, all stapled to glitter stickers like some twisted arts and crafts HOA memo. I read each one with a grin, filing them carefully in a folder I titled Karen's Greatest Hits. She even trespassed once to measure my mailbox, announcing its curvature was non-compliant so the whole block could hear. I called her politely. "I'm not in your association," I said. She chirped, "You benefit from our work, though. Property values, community spirit." I suggested she check the legal description on my deed. Her laugh sounded like a car horn in a library. Curiosity got the better of me. One Saturday, I went to the county courthouse. As a technical writer, research is my playground. Within hours, I discovered Maple Creek Meadows HOA had been dissolved 5 years ago for failing to file corporate reports. Their CC&Rs had expired under the Marketable Title Act. None of their rules applied to my property or anyone else's for that matter. Even better, Karen had been issuing lien documents from an online HOA template, filling in parcel numbers like a mad lib. No lawyer, no statutory authority, just her imagination and a laminator that had worked overtime. I drafted a cease and desist, then smiled. When she doubled down and sued me for $3,200, I was almost grateful. She'd handed me the perfect opening. Every fraudulent fee, every glitter-stickered note, every backyard violation would now be evidence in her downfall. The stage was set. Karen had no idea the storm about to hit, and I was ready to serve it hot, precise, and deliciously satisfying. Court day arrived, and Karen strutted in like she owned the place. Helmet hair defying physics, binder in hand, confidence radiating until the judge started flipping through her exhibits. His eyebrows rose with every page. "Miss Ashby," he said, "who drafted these lien documents recorded with the county?" Karen's hand shot up proudly, like a student who knew the answer. "I am a leader," she said. "I've managed this community for 6 years." The courtroom went silent. Her lawyer buried his face in his hands. The neighbors who had brought folding chairs and binoculars for this spectacle, snickered quietly, some recording on their phones. I took another sip of coffee, smugly holding my not your member mug. Discovery had been a gold mine. Meeting minutes showed board elections decided by vibes. Membership rolls included homes from 3 different subdivisions and one vacant lot optimistically labeled a future gazebo donor. Bank records revealed Karen paid herself $600 a month from HOA funds through her consulting company. The rest went to craft store runs, office supplies, and a laminator working overtime to make her fake authority look official. As the judge read aloud the lapsed corporate filings, the voided CC&Rs, and the bogus liens, Karen's color drained faster than a melting popsicle. The ruling landed like a hammer. Frivolous lawsuit dismissed, anti-slap motion granted, attorney's fees awarded. The courtroom erupted. Every neighbor's jaw dropped in glee. The judge even referred the file to the attorney general for unlicensed practice of law. Karen had no words. For the first time in 6 years, the self-proclaimed queen of Maple Creek Meadows was utterly powerless. Please like, comments, like, and subscribe, and tell us where you're watching from. It makes us happy to see how far our stories travel. The judge didn't just dismiss the case, he obliterated Karen's empire. The HOA was ordered to cease all operations until legally reconstituted. Every folding table, laminator, and $20 corporate seal stamp was officially seized as evidence. Karen's face went from pale to white, her arms trembling as the weight of accountability finally sank in. Then came the financial hammer. Every homeowner she had illegally collected dues from 43 households over 6 years was now entitled to restitution, roughly $60,000 owed personally by Karen. Her lawyer quietly withdrew. Her queen of the cul-de-sac confidence evaporated into the same thin air that carried her glitter stickers. Neighbors whispered, some filming, some just savoring the poetic justice. I walked out of the courtroom with my Not Your Member mug, the perfect symbol of calm triumph. Karen, for the first time, had absolutely nothing to say. But the sweetest part? The judge ordered a recorded retraction clarifying that every lien she filed was null and void. All those threats, letters, and backyard measurements, legally meaningless. Every time she tried to intimidate, she had built her own downfall. I left the courthouse knowing justice wasn't just served. It was beautifully, hilariously precise. Karen's dynasty had ended in style, her HOA fantasy reduced to folding tables and online templates. The community finally breathed freely, laughing at the absurdity of it all, while I returned home, mowing my lawn in peace, my property untouched by spirit of the HOA nonsense. Share this story with your loved ones and tell us where you're watching from. Please like, comment, and subscribe.